What's up, Meta Nerds? This video is all about the Twilight. This ship was a modified G9 Rigger class light cruiser, manufactured by Corellian Engineering Corporation, the same company that made the CR-90 Corvette, which was used by the Rebel Alliance. It cost 85,000 credits, about 15,000 more than your stock YT-1300. At 34.1 meters long, the Twilight was about the same length as two B-Wing starfighters. At 16.97 meters, or 56 feet wide, it had the same width as 3 Rancors, and when it extended this outrigger, the freighter was 15.73 meters, or 52 feet tall, meaning it had the same height as 1.5 ATSTs. An unmodified G9 rigger had a top speed of 700 kilometers per hour, or 435 miles per hour, about 100 miles per hour slower than the Lambda-class shuttle. And it was also equipped with a Class 3 hyperdrive. This retractable second wing is one of its most unique features, and is actually called a Tal-Nami Freighter Swing Wing, which was implemented into some vehicles to give them some extra maneuverability when flying in a planet's atmosphere. And just in case you ran into some trouble, it was equipped with a heavy blaster cannon. And that wasn't the only weapon on board. This smaller wing up on top could also swing up and contained a double heavy blaster cannon. And at the end of this main wing, there was a rotating laser cannon. But Anakin also added a concealed launch tube, which could fire probes, concussion missiles, or proton missiles. And a really cool feature is that there were no gun ports. In order to aim the rotating gun on the wing, you had to use this periscope, which was located in the cockpit. Remember, this thing is a freighter, and that's why it had such a large hangar located in the rear of this ship, which was so large that it could carry Anakin's Delta 7B interceptor. Of course, this hangar was intended for cargo, and it had some really cool devices, like a magnetic field generator, which could be used to transfer goods out in space, and a tow cable, which was used to pull in heavier containers. The entrance to the hangar bay was also the boarding ramp used to enter and exit this ship. As for its history, the Twilight was originally used to smuggle spice by the Hutt crime lord Ziro. When Anakin and Ahsoka find it, they were carrying Jabba the Hutt's son Rhoda and had to destroy the B-1 battle droids which were loading up this ship. And after having a hard time trying to start up those engines, they were able to make their way to Tatooine. Upon their arrival, they were attacked by 2 Rogue-class starfighters, which were piloted by IG-100 Magna Guards. The Twilight was able to divert energy from its shield generator to specific parts of the ship, and Anakin had diverted the shielding to the front of the ship, but the Magna Guard starfighters fired on the rear, severely damaging this vehicle, though they were also destroyed by the Twilight's laser cannon. After it crash lands on Tatooine, Anakin was able to salvage it and update a lot of aspects to this old freighter. Later, this ship was used to rescue Plo Koon after him and his fleet were attacked by the Malevolence, and later, Anakin and Obi-Wan to rescue Padme from the Malevolence. It was also used in a mission to try and rescue R2-D2, and this was the ship used by Skywalker and Kenobi when they had to find the cure for the Blue Shadow virus. The last time it was used was by Obi-Wan Kenobi when he went to go rescue Duchess Satine. Upon his arrival at Mandalore, the ship almost had to crash land, and when Kenobi and Satine were trying to escape, 3 jetpack-mounted missiles fired by the Death Watch took this thing out for good, causing an explosion, forcing Obi-Wan and Satine to bail, while the Twilight exploded and fell to the surface of Mandalore. So that's it for the Twilight, but you definitely want to hear these cool facts and behind-the-scenes stuff. Sometime during the Clone Wars, this cartoonish drawing of Anakin and his pod racer painted on the nose of the Twilight, and this Arubish text above him spells out Wizard. The Twilight ship design was based off of an unused design for a firefighter ship that we would have seen in Episode 3. The color of this ship's laser fire actually changes from the Clone Wars animated film, where it was red, to being blue in many episodes of the Clone Wars TV show. And the reason why Dave Filoni made Anakin find this ship is so that it could provide a kernel of truth to Uncle Owen's lie to Luke when he said that his father, Anakin Skywalker, was a pilot of a spice freighter. So you could say that it was true from a certain point of view. So that's it for the Twilight. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, if the Twilight had been in better condition, perhaps Satine could have had a much better life. And the Force will be with you, always.